Hello everyone, my name is David TKI. I'm going to be helping to commentate this race.
Hello, I am KW. I'm a commentary again. I'm joined by someone this time.
Yay, you don't have to do this alone. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Alright, our racer should be...
There.
Yeah, our racer should be going off in just a moment here. Should be just about ready. Amps versus Troy. This is Amps' second race this night. So I hope he's nice and warmed up. I also hope Troy does well as well, and we're off. Ooh, they both jumped to start. That's good. Oh, I saw Troy going for the dash up with the veto. So Plains is not in a especially challenging stage in terms of gameplay. It does have some speed tricks. Most of them are quite minor.
Yeah, like bouncing that bug up there so you can do a jump slash on it.
Yeah, the checkpoints are unbreakable in this stage. A little unfortunate because we do need a lot of money. Ooh, Amps went for the double dash on that first lantern. Yeah, that's one of those minor tricks that you can get. And like all the minor stuff really adds up.
They damage boost on that dragon there so they don't have to fight it or wait for it to move out of the way.
Also damage boost off the slimes. Oh, dirt mountains are pretty challenging room sometimes. It's not always clear what the best way through it is. Troy had a nice method there. Just dash off the slimes and use it to break through all the blocks. I see Amps is foregoing the Willful Wisp, and so is Troy. That's interesting. So the Willful Wisp in Plains is one of those items that you get if you're learning the game. You can take a lot of damage from various things, and that's like the easiest health upgrade to get. Neither of our runners is going for it.
If you skip that, you can get it for free from the lady who gives you that stuff. That's how it works.
Well, almost free. The Plains Wisp will cost 1,000. But that's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Alright, so they're on Black Knight now, and this is going to be a fairly simple fight. They're just going to be doing a dash attacks off of Black Knight. The proper way to do this fight, though, is to watch him and space him properly. That second waterfall from the right, you're going to let Black Knight get to just before that waterfall before you hit him again. Because if you hit him too quick, then he actually risks getting out of that corner. Both of our runners got it. Perfect.
That was really good.
Yeah, and then the farther both Spectre and Terrapin are to the right, the less travel time there is to get out of the room. You also kind of want to watch gold here. The skull count should be 6, which is good, and then you usually want gold to be at about 1,600 at this point, which both of our runners are there. Amps is grabbing the skull under the cauldron, and so is Troy. Puts him at 2,000. No safety cauldron money for either. Because coming up first is Flying Machine, and Flying Machine, well, sometimes the community calls it Dying Machine. It's
really good,
stage.
but it's really bad at the same time.
Yeah.
You go there so you can get money really early, and the red skulls you can get are fairly accessible.
Yeah. Not only that, but each stage unlocks a new curio that you can purchase, and the one that is unlocked by Flying Machine is the Judgment Punch. Ooh, Amps, be careful. Okay, good.
I actually did not know that.
Troy, don't dash downward. Sorry. Downward slashes can sometimes be very dangerous and send you into pits.
If you're just a little too far back, you will miss that wall. Take the death there.
Yeah. I'm saying that Amps is choosing not to leave up the checkpoints after Dinghy Dropper. So, even though a flying machine does give you a lot of money normally, you do still have to break quite a few checkpoints in order to get enough for the rail mail after the stage. Which makes the stage even more dangerous, because not only is it a very dangerous stage in the first place, you break all the checkpoints, so you have to get 2/3 of the way through the stage without dying. At least. This auto-scroller is a nice break, also a great place to get a lot of money. There is a checkpoint right after this auto-scroller that you do unfortunately have to break. Checkpoints are worth different amounts. Each one is worth a set amount. I think based on the difficulty of either the section before it or the section after. I'm not sure which. But this one at the end of the auto-scroller is worth 750. So if we were going to spare a checkpoint, it's not going to be that one. 750 is a lot of money.
Yeah, that one has a lot inside of it. Yeah, that's one of the trickier parts of Flying Machine. Once you have to break all the checkpoints, if you die at any point, chances are that's going to be a reset, because you don't want to go through that whole stage again. But if you get through it, you get all the money you need.
Yeah, Amps is in Triple Jawa room now. So these Jawas, we call them, well, they're officially called hover meanies, but we call them Jawas. They fly around, they hang out at range of your scythe, they blow you off course with the wind. They're generally bad news. Usually a lot of trouble. Triple Jawa room's really difficult. See if Troy gets through it. It's leaving that one alive. That's dangerous. Damage boost to get through? He's through. Now we got Imps on Propeller Knight. So when you fight Propeller Knight, you don't have a lot of tools at your disposal, just the scythe. Standing scythes on the ground are going to not make it bounce up, so you want to stay on the ground if you can. Propeller Knight can't hurt you if you're hurting him first, so you just kind of hit him and he dashes through you and nothing happens. Amp's got a pretty good fight there. See if Troy can get the same thing.
Yeah, that was a good Propeller Knight.
There's
been a lot of really good boss fights during these races.
Sometimes the boss fights are the most fun part of this run.
Definitely.
Oh, Troy got him. Excellent. And here we see Amps getting the Judgment Rush, and you can see exactly what it does. It dashes you right through the walls, basically sending you across entire rooms, sometimes skipping them. Very handy tool. Spend 2,400 gold to unlock the cloak guy, and then buy the rail mail.
Another 6,000 on top of that. You need a lot.
Yep, and that's another reason we do Flying Machine first. Considered a hard stage, gives you 3,000 gold when you finish it.
And the rail mail, it's a lot faster than just walking on the ground. So you want to get that really fast.
Yeah, rail mail is one of those things that you're going to have to spend a lot of time learning. It is a little chaotic and finicky. You skate a lot faster, but then if you hit a wall, then you'll bonk off the wall and land on your butt. That can lose you a lot of time, and if you happen to land in a bad place, that was some
kill you.
Oh boy, he was taking a risk with those pots there. Anyway, so
we're gonna grab 2 more red skulls in this stage to get the bounding soul item.
Yeah, Explodatorium is second to unlock Bounding Soul. It's fascinating to see Amps doing this route, because way back in the day he was an expert in the Skeletal Sentry route, which does Lich Yard second, Clockwork Tower third. Oh, just saw the death on Troy's screen. So the pots in this stage are on a global cycle from the moment that you enter the stage. They go up from their lids, and very often they will smack you into a ceiling if you're off cycle, or otherwise rush it and don't know what your cycle is. There's also fire cycles, as you can see on Amp's screen.
And the goal is you want to hit the one at the top of the ladder so you can get damage boost up to save a couple fractions of a second. Jumping up the wall there is also a lot faster than taking the ladder, so they're going to try and do that when they can.
Yeah, the inputs for that are pretty difficult if you're not used to them. Alright, so we got the Plague Knight fight. Plague Knight jumps and he throws. The first 5 or so hits are always the same, then afterwards he teleports, starts creating clones, and starts jumping randomly. This is a very good fight from Amps. So you can tell which one is real one. Real one holds a blue flask and is a slightly darker shade of green. And that was a very good fight. Very good.
That was a good Plague Knight. Troy dying though. Gotta hurt.
Yeah, Flying Machine might be infamous for how difficult it is among the speedrunners, but Explodatorium is no slouch either. It really lives up to its name. Alright, so we've got Dream 1 here. Basically, you don't have the rail mail for this, and Huon's coming along and helping you, just kind of acting as a lantern that you dash to. Troy, be careful! Scared me for a little bit. Oh, the
almost got hit
stealing.
by that.
Amps? Okay.
Troy getting hit there again. He should have waited.
Yeah, the pots are no joke. Sometimes patience is the best strategy for those pots. Alright, so Amps has just finished up Dream 1 and remembered that the 1500 or so gold that he found back then was in his pocket, so he now has that money. He's also now getting the Bounding Soul. That money total actually looks pretty low for this point. I usually expect to be at about 4,000 out of Dream 1.
I know when I ran this, I tended to just grab a bunch of the money that was in that segment, just for safety.
Yeah, there's lots of money in Dream 1 if you know where to look.
There's a chest right at the end too that has a lot in it.
Oh boy, Troy, despite the difficulty that Troy is having, he's continuing to break the checkpoints that you normally would break in the run. But he should leave this one alone. It's good. Alright, so while Roy takes on Alchemister, we've got Ants in Lost City. Breaking the checkpoint. He's making up the goal. Got it. That'll put him back on track. So, Lost City has a lot of lava. Sometimes it's the place where you go to lose runs, because a lot of the tricks here are very difficult. 2 dashes off to Steve. Good. Okay, the actual name is Birder, but we call him Steve's. And yeah, Steve is a helper. He'll help you out if you're wanting to skip Beetle 1. Judgment Rush here? Yeah. Alright, we've also got bouncy blocks here, the introduction of them. You hit them, they bounce you back. You land on them, they bounce you up. Get to that room quick. Good. Is he going to detour for the checkpoint? No. He is, however, going to do the first use of Bounding Soul to knock this slime to the left. Solidify that lava. Jump here. Nice. Oh yeah, and he's doing a little Judgment stall there. So if you try to use Judgment Rush, but there's no targets on screen, then you'll stall in the air for a little bit before moving on again. That allows you to grab a wall again and climb it up even more, so it can be good for vertical ascent sometimes. Alright, no spaghetti today.
Little messed up by Plague Knight. It's not working out for him over there.
Oh, he got him. That's a good enough fight. If you can walk away from Plague Knight alive, that's a good fight. Plague Knight's very mean. So a little bit with Mole Knight. You're gonna go to the right here. Wait for him to land on his butt before slashing him again, and then yeah, finish him off before he goes under. Using lots of Bounding Souls. The Bounding Soul is starting to do a lot of damage, and we haven't even upgraded it yet.
In a perfect fight, you kill him before he enters the ground again.
And Amp's got it. Very good. So you want 7,000 golds at least after Lost City. It's going to take 3,000 to unlock this cauldron, then another 4,000 to unlock your Bounding Soul, to upgrade your Bounding Soul. You do that, you can now have 4 Bounding Souls on screen instead of 2. They also go through bad guys, so you can reuse them. Dark Reese is gonna, Reese is gonna bust in here, be transformed into Dark Reese, and then we're just gonna bully him around for his lunch money.
One of those fights in between the stages.
Yeah, so Reese has a bit of a specific movement pattern. There is a specific quick kill that you can do against him, but it's pretty difficult to do, requires a lot of practice. Amp's got him, that's good.
He's dead, that's all that matters.
It's all that matters. Yeah, when Reese gets out of control, he gets really out of control. So I'm usually happy to take him out without being taken out myself.
Always good.
Ooh, that was an interesting Judgment Rush movement pattern. Stops the fish from being a problem.
Yeah, it's a cool little movement right there.
Alright, so Iron Whale is a little bit of a breath of fresh air, which is interesting given that it's the water level. Basically, the water goes by Mega Man physics. You fall slow, you jump high.
It's got really good music too.
Yeah, it's got
even better.
So this is the point where you want to watch your goals carefully. Amps unfortunately didn't have the Darkness to rush at the beginning of this room, had to do it later. So you're gonna go for the wall gems? Good, perfect. Ooh, but he needs a little bit more. My threshold for gold is that I want to be at 1600 after the wall. Anyways, coming up we've got Teethalon, who is going to put you in a little auto-scroller for a bit. There's lots of ways to deal with him. Just bounce off the chest, that's fine.
If you stand on those bubble platforms, they will disappear, so you gotta be careful with those.
Yeah, and then you're going to see the upgraded Bounding Soul in action. You fire him at the chest, you bounce off the chest, you bounce the souls back, you take out the fish in no time at all. Normally takes about 12 hits to take out the fish, but that happens in a flash. Ooh, got the double attack off the Dirt Clod. Alright, so in the next room we've got Lunkaroth. She's a smoocher. She's gonna do two full circles of damage if she touches you. So you can maybe take one hit. Excuse me.
At most you can take 2, but you don't want to get hit. It really hurts.
It really hurts. Ooh, Judgment Rush to get to the Duck Knight. That's right. That's a strat.
Troy's going into Mole Knight.
See, is he gonna remember to let him land? Oh, he remembered to let him land! Oh, I was trying to tell Troy about how to do that to the tournament starting. I think it sunk. Oh, so Treasure Knight is probably one of the easiest fights he'll do.
He just stands there 90% of the fight.
Yeah, the fight usually goes like step forward, take the hit, throw out 4 Bounding Souls, hit him a lot, jump, throw out more souls, and then it's gone.
And he's dead.
And he's dead.
One of the more simpler fights in the run.
So did Amps break the checkpoint right before treasure? That must be how he got his gold. You need about 4,000 for the Darkness Wisp. So each of the stages has wisps in them, and you can go and detour to find the wisps if you want. But it's a lot quicker to just buy them from Missy when you get enough money.
Yeah, because then you don't have to go down all these secret pathways and go through a cutscene with the wisp.
Yeah, so you want to be at 4,000 gold after the Iron Valley. You want 3 darkness for the Lich Yard. It's gonna have a pretty specific set of movements. Some moves faster than others. That was yeah, kill all the frogs. Frogs are mean. Oh yeah, Troy just took out Reese.
That was the first time I've seen Judgment Rush be used on that frog.
The frog knows what it did.
Never any fun. Get in your way. It hurts.
Yeah, frogs hop randomly. They're usually a pretty big deal in Shovel Knight's campaign especially. Good, Amp's grabbing the safety checkpoint. This last dark room isn't too hard, but sometimes something goes wrong. Especially if you try to do
one of your
something
jumps and you fall down the pit.
Yeah, like you miss a jump, but since it's dark, you don't realize you missed it, and then you see, whoops, I'm off screen now. Alright, so Phantom Striker can be a pretty difficult fight. There is a pretty specific setup, Judgment Rush, Founding Souls, and then hope that you did enough damage to bring him down. He's at least doing the lightning. That's not going to be enough damage to 2-cycle him though. He does this spam attack. Try to line up the Bounding Souls. He's going to do another spam attack. See if he can finish it here. 3-cycle is very good. I like the 3-cycle. Phantom Striker can be 2-cycled, but it's extremely difficult to do.
Yeah. His ability to parry the Bounding Souls sometimes makes it just a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I'm eyeing Troy here. He looks to be good on money for now. Oh, so in this next room for Amps, Luon's gonna run through it, and we want him to run through it without stopping. Go Luon, go! Go Luon, go! Go Luon, go! We don't want him to double back at all. He went. Oh, that's so exciting when Luon goes. If he doubles back, you lose like half a second, and it's random. So whenever he goes, it's exciting.
Definitely, you don't lose that half a second. It's always good to see that.
Alright, so going into Dream 2, you're given the caltrops for free. You could find them in Dream 1, but it's faster to just get them for free in Dream 2. Luon just gives them to you. And they're going to be very useful against Shield Knight, who blocks all damage from the front, so you're going to have to get her in the feet or behind. There's a very specific quick kill here. Amps has the setup for it so far. Throw out 2 more. Dash her as she goes by. Looks like a bit of improv at this point, but oh yeah, he's out of mana. He can't do anymore. However, very good Shield Knight fight.
Good backup though.
Yeah, he pretty much had that under control the whole time. Shield Knight's another fight that when it goes wrong, it goes really wrong.
Man, it's easy to mess up and lose a lot of time on that one.
Right, we got Troy on Treasure Knight now. Step forward, take the hit. 4 Bounding Souls, slash, step forward, slash. Bounding Souls, and he's dead. Alright, so now we got Clockwork Tower for Amps. This is gonna probably be the longest stage in the run. It's got 2 auto-scrollers, and not only that, but there's almost no checkpoints that are in the way.
Yeah, so the run you skip all the checkpoints. Unless you want to get a couple for safety, since you don't need to break them. You get one or two of them pretty easily just for the safety of it.
Yeah, Amp's got the jump in the conveyor belt. He's also got good darkness for his judgment rush. The first half of Clockwork Tower, you have to really watch the darkness that you have. You've got a specific number for a specific number of rushes. You gotta kill 1 or 2 bad guys in order to refill your darkness just a little bit so you can afford one more rush. Amp's managed it all perfectly.
No, I never knew you could find that shuriken item in Dream 1. I never looked.
And it's not useful in Dream 1, and Luon the Dad gives it to you for free.
I always just assumed that was something you get when you enter the second sequence.
Anyways, yeah, we still got Amps on the auto-scroller. This is the first one, there's 2 of them. There is a checkpoint right after this auto-scroller. You have to detour slightly in order to get it. It's like about a 1 second detour for this one. So if you're gonna get any of them, this is the one. He is getting it. Good.
Can get crushed by those things leaving the auto-scroller though. Always something to look out for.
Getting the health refill. That's gonna be handy. Tinker Knight can be a scary fight. Ooh, got the dash off of the gear. I'm gonna be eyeing Troy here with the Phantom Striker fight. See how he does. Alright, Judgment Rush to begin. Bounding Souls, just 2 of them. Oh, 2 in the air, 2 on the ground. Nice strat, but he didn't get the lightning prior to the teleport spam. So I think he's looking at like a 4 cycle. Juggle the Bounding Soul. That's a really neat thing you can do. If you hit a Bounding Soul, you will bounce it back. But when it bounces back, it can hit your target again. So if you juggle 1 Bounding Ball against the wall target there, you do a lot of damage really quick. If you can juggle 2
really
Bounding
cool way to
Souls,
kill that boss.
yeah, you juggle 2 Bounding Souls, then
a lot of damage.
It's just GG. Can we get a go Luon go for Luon on Troy's side? But we also got the Tinker Knight fight coming up on Amp's side. 2 bounding. Aha! That's a different kill. You throw out some bounding souls. Tinker's on the ground. It looks like Luon went for Troy as well.
Yeah, he did not look back at all. He just went straight right.
Luon went for both of our runners. He's being a good guy tonight.
Really generous with that.
Alright, so on phase 2 of Tinker, he'll bounce off of him, throw out Bounding Soul at specific intervals. Hopefully don't fall. If you fall, you can use the Judgment Rush to get back up. I think Amps is going to try to save his darkness. The Judgment Rush would knock Tinker to the other side of the room. He'd have to do it again. Maybe that's why he's holding on to it. Alright, good. It's always rough when you fall against Tinker. Now we got Troy against Shield Knight. He hasn't thrown out any caltrops yet. He must have his own fight that he's going for.
Other than missing Tinker Knight, that wasn't too bad of a Tinker Knight phase 2.
Wasn't too bad. Alright, I think I see what Troy is going for. He's saving his caltrops for the end of the fight so that he can have him out when Shield Knight's at her most difficult. But he's got to be careful there. 1 hit left. Oh! Yeah. Shield Knight is a really difficult fight.
Shield Knight's a pain sometimes. Amp's going into Pridemore Keep. Getting into one of the faster stages in the run.
Yeah, Pridemore is one of those stages that can be fascinating to watch and see run, because you Judgment Rush through a lot of the rooms, but there are a bunch of other rooms with different tricks. Paul Blight? Ah, damage boost off of Paul Blight. I see, the Mall Cop does not get his day. Come on, Troy. Oh, man. But yeah, when your primary attack is slashing in front of you and Shield Knight blocks whatever's in front of her, things get bad fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why most of the speedrunners have a specific quick kill they go for against Shield Knight. They really hope that they get it.
That item under that dinner plate can be a bomb.
No bomb preamps. I mean, it's really good to get food from the dinner plate, because in this book room, there's a specific strat that's going to involve... Ooh, Troy got Shield Knight. Damn it. Ooh,
Troy's
no
just not
Judgment
having
Rush.
a good time on Shield Knight, but thankfully he got the block, got the defeat.
Yeah. Anyways, there's a specific strat in Pridemore that involves damage boosting off of the pot, and if you don't get a dinner plate earlier in the stage, then you could go into the King fight with only 2 circles of health. And King Knight's going to be somewhat random. Certain portions of the floor will become pit. It's random. Ooh! Yeah, it's random every time. 1 hit left. Oh, that's so unfortunate. King Knight's a jerk. Yeah.
It is really unfortunate. Thankfully there's a checkpoint there.
Yeah, so you'll get another try. That looks like a much more favorable floor this time. And there we go. Yeah, Amps nails it the second time. Good fight there. King Knight does have a specific beginning, but once he hits the floor and the pits appear, you pretty much have to improvise from that. See how Troy handles the... Oh! Don't rush... Not too... Oh! Yeah, if you go through that crush room too fast, you might accidentally run into the first one, and if you try to make it up on the later ones, then you risk getting crushed. Yeah, Clockwork Tower is another stage that can go wrong pretty quick if you're off just a little bit.
Since it's the longest stage, it's also really big time loss if you lose. Hope Troy gets the safety checkpoint in this run. I don't think he wants a repeat of last night.
Today's a new day. Alright, so we've got Imp and Stranded Ship here. Stranded Ship introduces the rail mechanic. It's got blue and red lines, but those blue and red lines force you to rail in a specific direction. So sometimes you have some puzzles for you to figure out. We've got the rainbow statue bird here. 4 bounding souls, you hit it a few times. 1 hit left? Yeah, that'll do it. Checkpoint for Amps? Nah, these next couple of rooms aren't too dangerous. Ooh, got the double dash off of the switch. Yeah, your bounding soul can also activate these switches. Nice, Amps is showing us exactly how to do it. He's gonna go for both of the bounding souls in this room. That's pretty much skips most of the rooms, just using the bounding soul to activate the switch for you. Judgment Rush to skip that
saves
switch.
a lot of time. You don't have to go along the rail.
Yeah. Oh, but if you go for 2 bounding souls, then you gotta watch your darkness pretty carefully here. I think he's gonna have enough for the Judgment Rush here, and then for a bounding soul afterward. He has to kill the Wisdom to get enough darkness. Ah, he's doing the safer version. Wait slightly, dash through the 2 guys to get them both. No need for a bounding soul. That's a good strat. You don't always have enough
Definitely
darkness to
safe
bounding
strat.
soul.
Troy did get the safety checkpoint in Clockwork Tower. That's something you like to see.
Alright. Alright, this looks kind of like an improvised Hollow Knight fight. Very good fight though. Yeah, you throw Bounding Souls at Hollow Knight, they bounce up. He jumps up off the screen. The Bounding Soul will probably hit him on the way up. So he's a pretty easy fight, especially since you're rail mail. When you're railing on spikes, the spikes won't hurt you, and so that can make Hollow Knight a fairly trivial fight.
Pretty simple. Amps is heading into the Tower of Fate section now. This is one of the last auto scrollers. You can skip a little bit of it though. Grab onto the ladder right there at the end. Skip just a couple seconds of it.
It's a damage boost off of the pot in order to finish the climb. I love that strat. But it does mean you have to either detour for a heal or risk Black Knight in this lesson. Oh! He did the turnaround under the platform version of that strat. That's dangerous, that's so cool! That was so awesome! I haven't seen that strat in a long time.
Never seen that be done. That was cool.
Yeah, there's a much safer strat that most runners go for that involves just going to the left of the platform and jumping up. Judgment Rush to get through? Good. No problem with the crushers. And he did get the healing and the checkpoint. Alright, so we got Troy on Tinker here. Looks like he's mostly just doing dash attacks, which is a very good strat to do. It's very safe. You don't risk falling with it. Because falling is going to be slower than just doing dash attacks over and over. Oh boy, Amps. Let's make this up. He's bouncing off the fish, bouncing off the fish. She kisses him again. He's done for. He's made it. Good. What are you doing? Okay.
He's bouncing off the fish. There we go. He made it. He almost died there, though.
Almost died. That was so close. He's definitely gonna take the dinner plate prior to Black Knight. Hi Baz, bye Baz.
I like how he just shows up and then he's just gone.
Well, Specter was mean to him. Baz was like, I want to join you. And Specter's like, no. And then Baz is like, meh, okay, bye.
Is that what goes on in that conversation? I don't think I've ever read that dialogue.
It's something like that. My dialogue's in Japanese. I usually don't read it either.
Right there, I skipped just a little bit of the auto scroller.
Alright, so with Black Knight, there's basically two variations of the fight. There's the air fight where you try to bounce off of him in the air, or there's the ground fight where you try to knock him down and then fight him on the ground. I'm not sure which one Amps is going to go for. That's the setup for the... It looked like he was setting up for the ground fight. Oh, but he gets it anyways. So with the ground fight, you can hit Black Knight 1, 2, 3 times, and then he'll bounce back and be unhittable for about half a second.
Roy ran into the books right as they were disappearing and landed on the spikes. Not something you want to see. Risks of using the rail mail, though.
Amps had a very good fight against Black Knight. So Black Knight will always jump back onto Terrapin when he has one hit left. And sometimes you can time it just right to hit him when he's jumping on the turtle, but a lot of times you have to figure out how to hit him while he's in the air. We've got one stage left for Amps, the final stage.
I wonder if he's going to go for the Enchantress quick kill.
I see Troy using the Judgment Rush strat on that Duck Knight. Yeah, a lot of these rooms have a lot of different strats. Some of them are very different in execution, some are safer. Ooh, he also gets the dash attack off the rat into the hot damage boost. Amps is going above the stage here, just to not deal with what we call the Tower of Hera. You know, shoutouts to Link to the Past. Managed to keep the blocks alive and jump off of them to get onto the elevated platform up here.
Going for the jump. Nails the jump.
Oh, Troy! No. Okay. Yeah, Troy is having some trouble in this King Knight fight. With the room as is, it's hard to throw the Bounding Souls as is. Oh, he's getting the card confetti. Let's go. Oh! Amps against Enchantress, gets 3 hits, throws out 4 bet. Ooh, some of them missed. Must have been a little slow to throw them out. That's definitely not enough damage to be risking going under the stage.
No. Troy dying to King Knight. Doesn't seem to be Troy's day.
Yeah, so... And yeah, Amps finishes off Enchantress under the stage. At the same time, Troy finishes off King Knight. But yeah, Troy was going into this tournament. He's an apprentice level runner. He's pretty good at the game, but he's going up against a lot of people that are masters or capable of being masters. So he has a rough time of it coming into it. Amps is doing Nightmare Reese. This is the final fight. Time is going to come on final hits. Reese is going to rear back or charge forward at specific health intervals. The optimal fight sometimes involves throwing out a lot of Bounding Souls at exact right timings so that you can skip past some of those phases. But it's very difficult to do. You can't throw Bounding Souls except when you jump, and you gotta line your shots up exactly. You gotta rear back here at 2.5 health left, 1 health left. So 1 hit's gonna do it, and we got time for Amps. GG to Amps.
Nice.
That looks like a mid 41, which is about a minute faster than the run he did an hour ago. Very good. 41's an incredible time.
As you said earlier, he hasn't played in a couple years, so coming back and getting these times, that's really great.
Oh yeah, he's making a strong showing for his first 2 matches of the tournament. Alright, in the meantime we got Troy in a stranded ship. Just a little bit low on health, but he should be fine. And we've got Amps with us in the commentary booth. Hey Amp!
Hear me okay?
Hear you just fine.
That was really nice.
Yeah, that looked to me like it was about a mid 41.
Yeah, about 4140, somewhere in that range. I think something happened with the stream timer, so that's my bad. But yeah, about 4140. With 1 death? I think 1 death.
That was against King Knight, I believe. So not a very costly death.
I let myself fall because he only had 1 hit left. I was so confident I killed him. I was just okay with dying.
1 hit left.
You can go back and look. He had 1 hit left. I was so confident. I was so confident he was dead.
Yeah. So
Another good run though.
yeah, it was so much fun watching you. You reminded me of a lot of the strats that everyone used to do a couple of years ago. Some of them very scary, like the Tower 1 spike room with the rail.
Yeah, is that not what's done anymore?
Well, I mean, they rail on the spikes, but they usually go left and jump up onto the platform from the left side.
Oh yeah, I came up with that. I came up with the strat of jumping over to the platform, so you didn't have to do it twice. And I don't even do my own strat.
You did it under the platform.
Yeah, that's how.
not...
That was a Zulag. The Zulag figured that out.
Oh yeah, Azulag strats.
Yeah, I keep a couple of Azula extracts in my back pocket. Yeah, I don't know. That run just felt good. Like there were a couple big chunks, but what Tinker 2. I for some reason went back to the armor shop after Explodatorium. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's a good run.
Yeah. Troy's screen appears to have stopped here. I'm guessing he's going for a forfeit again?
Yeah, according to race chat, yeah, he forfeited. I don't know. He'll probably be in here.
Here's hoping.
He said he got tilted a little bit. I hope he's not too worked up. It's not that serious.
Some of the races have been really tough. He's been getting a lot of really difficult deaths. And I can't emphasize enough how difficult this campaign is. Some of our runners make it look easy. Amps made it look easy. It's not easy. It's hard. It's really hard.
Don't ask how many hours I have in this game. It's ridiculous.
I'm sure it's in the 4-digit range somewhere.
Do you want to know?
I'm curious.
All right. So you said your guess is 4-digit. You anything closer, or is that it?
I'm gonna say 1200.
25.
2500.
Yep.
Wow, I really lowballed it.
Yeah, I have. This is my first race on PC. Actually, I used to run on Switch.
That's right.
Yeah, I have like 2300 on Switch, and then about 300 on PC.
Yeah, Troy just hasn't had the best of luck in the past few races.
I get it. This campaign is difficult.
Right, so I do have one other thing. Luon went, right?
This one, yes, for me.
How exciting was that?
It felt good because during our race, Luan did not go. Which is kind of, I don't know, that versus you, all my D-Rust runs, he has gone. That is the only time thus far since I've come back that he has, against you, that he did not go. I thought I figured it out. I thought I had like a consistent strat. I do not. I just got really lucky a couple times.
Yeah. We won't be seeing Troy in the commentator booth tonight, and I don't blame him. He needs to take a moment to cool down. It was a tough run.
I've had one of those. Yeah. It's not a good feeling, but it'll pass. It'll pass.
All right, so that's 2 races down for you. What do we have coming up next?
I play Mumu tomorrow at 6 Eastern.
That's going to be a really tough one.
I'm hoping